All right, it's the fourth episode of CNM Sports. It's your host Marcus Hayes. We got Christian Bracey, and then we have our guest today, Nick Wright. Right now, we're just gonna talk about what's going on in the NBA right now, and I want to start off with Nick and talk about LeBron James' injury and what that means to the Lakers.
It depends on how long is he's really out. Because I've been seeing reports that he three to 4 weeks, or other reports 6 to 8 weeks. And in NFL, when you have a high ankle sprain, you're out for a month. So I'm guessing, but LeBron is with a Terminator or whatever. So he who knows? He probably be back in 3 weeks or so. But it's like 4 games a week. He missed 3 weeks. That's like 12 games. It's only like 30 games left. So he'd be missing like 40%, 30% of the season. So by then, the Lakers could be 7, 8 seed. Who knows? I think like 6 games back or something like that. So I feel like if AD come back, they can and with Dennis Schroeder, they can get some wins. They can beat some teams. Other teams hurt as well. So I feel like they'll be okay. Cause LeBron to get back, he'll get back in. He's not gonna miss like the rest of the season. Come back playoffs. I don't think they're gonna be out of the playoffs. So
Right.
I feel
Okay.
like when LeBron get back, AD will be back. They'll be
So what
okay.
see do you see them being at if it's 3 to 4 weeks?
6 to 7 seed, somewhere around. I don't think they're gonna be 8 seed.
Okay.
Somewhere around 6 or 7. But if he out for 6 8 weeks, they might be out the playoffs. Yeah. If he actually out for
Agree.
like 8 weeks,
Right.
and who knows, AD getting reevaluated. They didn't say he coming
Yeah.
back in 3 weeks. They said he getting
Mhm.
reevaluated in 3 weeks. So
Mhm.
that don't mean that's when he coming back. So if he
Mhm.
out for just as long as LeBron, yeah, they're not in the playoffs when he come back. When they come back, if they come
Agree.
back for the season.
What you
Mhm.
think, Christian?
uh, I pretty much agree with everything Nick said for the most part. Like Nick said, I'm hearing reports as well 3 to 4. Then I'm hearing reports 6 to 8. So I mean, it's knowing LeBron, the most durable athlete probably ever, definitely in NBA history. Uh, he might just come back within the next month or so. But if it's 6 to 8 weeks, those playoff chances for the Lakers uh, can sink in the ocean. Because, like he said, AD, he was supposed to be back, next week or something like that. Now he's getting reevaluated in 2 weeks or whatever. So, as far as the Anthony Davis situation, though, I think it's an Achilles. I don't think it's a calf, but that's not there nor there. LeBron, though, on the other hand, with a high ankle sprain, I mean, this is going to really hurt them. They got to go all in Thursday. As far as the trade deadline, they got to go all in because they don't have no facilitator. I mean, Dennis Schroeder can run the point guard, but we saw that in Atlanta, and he was all right as far as facilitating the ball. But outside LeBron, they don't have a facilitator. This is where they miss Rajon Rondo's presence. This is where they miss his presence because had they still had Rondo, they would have had a point guard. Dennis Schroeder can play the guard, but I'm talking about a true point guard, somebody that can run the offense, facilitate, and get guys involved. The only person that can do that is LeBron. Now, uh, it's gonna be tough. I agree with Nick. I think they'll drop from the third seed because they're the third seed right now. I think they'll drop from third to sixth or seventh. So by the time LeBron and AD come back fully healthy, I think they'll be in that seventh, sixth seed ish, maybe playing for that playing spot at the seventh seed. I don't think they're gonna drop to the 10th seed or ninth seed. I ain't gonna go that far, but I think they're screwed up for a while unless Kyle Kuzma, THT, Montrezl Harrell, Dennis Schroeder, Wesley Matthews can kick rocks Thursday for all I care. Get him off the squad. KCP, guys like them, as long as they can stay consistent, okay, then we're probably having a different conversation. But until then, this is not looking too good for our squad.
Right. Well, we're gonna move on to because I agree with basically everything you guys both say. You basically touched on everything that I would say about that situation. 6 or 7 seed is kind of where I see him too. After
Mm-hmm.
if it takes that long, but
Mm-hmm.
um, moving on, What about the LaMelo Ball situation? How do you think that affects the league? I'll start with you, Christian.
That sucks. I concede. LaMelo Ball was good in the Australian league, but I was so concerned on his shooting. But he's shooting 43% from downtown. Shot 25% in Australia. He's shooting 43% in the league as a rookie. He's going to get better, you know. And his 21 games that he started, he averaged, I believe, 26 and 6, something like that. I mean, he was by far, in my opinion. I mean, I know Anthony Edwards is balling, you know, especially recently, but in my opinion, I don't even think it was an argument. LaMelo was going to win Rookie of the Year. Now he might not win due to his injury. Anthony Edwards might just take over the award by default. But anyway, it sucks. The Hornets, they're the fifth seed, if I'm not mistaken. I think they're like a game or so outside the fourth seed. I mean, Michael Jordan finally made a good move. As an owner, he finally made a good move. He drafted Kwame Brown first overall. We all know how that turned out. Michael Kidd Gilchrist. He drafted Kemba Walker, which was probably his best move since LaMelo, but outside LaMelo, but you know, Michael Jordan is greatest player ever, but the worst owner ever, for crying out loud. So he finally did something good. But this sucks, not just for the Hornets, but it sucks for the league. And I wish nothing but a speedy recovery for LaMelo Ball. I really do.
Me too. And I'm gonna ask Nick this question. So, do you think with LaMelo Ball out, do you think that's a surefire Rookie of the Year win for Anthony Edwards or what?
Definitely, it's nobody else can win. It's Lamelo. He's gonna miss 30+ games. He can't win
Yeah.
anymore. As long as
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards don't get hurt, if Anthony Edwards end up still play every game, then he's gonna win it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
No.
yeah, I think LaMelo is gonna win it, and I hope he gets well and everything. But I'm gonna give Anthony Edwards his credit too. He just started coming up more and more like as the season has progressed. So I think it sucks that LaMelo's hurt, but it also helps Anthony Edwards get his recognition that he deserves. He's getting overshadowed, but I mean, people see him as just that dunk guy, but he's much more than that. So I think it's a good thing for him, but it sucks for the league, and I hope LaMelo gets back to what he needs to be. But that'll wrap it up. That'll wrap it up, though. Just make sure you guys like and subscribe to the video and follow us on Instagram, CNM Sports.